First video on this channel. I'm fucking excited. Let's talk about how to stop caring what other people think of you. Because that holds a lot of people from taking decisive action into the direction that you know you gotta take a decisive action in. Because you're scared of what other people think of you. And other people can be friends, can be family, can be strangers. Total strangers in the street, total strangers anywhere. Okay, let's give a few examples. You're in the gym, you got your music on, your favorite beat comes on, right? And you wanna fucking dance, right? You wanna dance, you're excited, you wanna dance. But guess what? There's 40 other people around you in the gym and you're scared of what these people may think of you. Alright, let's take this situation and let's deconstruct it. Let's take this situation and let's see what's actually happening, okay? Because here's the thing. If you step out of the situation, this is a good skill to have. It's stepping out of your own head for a little bit and looking at the situation objectively. Let's look at the situation objectively. You're in the gym, you're listening to your music, and your favorite you wanna fucking dance, you wanna just go crazy, right? And let's say there's 50 people around you. We're looking at the situation now objectively. You're gonna dance, right? You know, you're dancing between your sets or whatever, right? And people are gonna look at you. And you know what? They're gonna look at you weird. You know, let's not deny it. They're gonna look at you weird. They're gonna be like, what is this guy? What is this girl? Like, what's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this person? You know? Are they crazy or something, you know? And here's the thing. Some people will think like you're weird and you're crazy. Other people will actually admire you for it. But what's gonna end up happening is this. These same people that admire you or think you're weird and you're crazy and like you're inappropriate, you know what's gonna happen? They'll look at you, they'll think about you for maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and you know what's gonna happen after? They're gonna go back to their own workout, they're gonna go back to their own little world, to their own, what's going on with their workout, what's going on with their life, what's going on. A lot of people are self-conscious anyway, so they're gonna go back to themselves, right? They're gonna go back and be like, is anyone looking at me? Is anyone looking at me, right? And life goes on. That's really what's going on. When you realize how absurd it is when we're worried about what other people think of us, when you realize it's a fleeting moment, meaning even when people look at you weird and they admire you or they look at you weird or they think you're crazy or you're stupid or whatever, it's a fleeting moment, right? You have 24 hours during the day, okay? And that person that you're too scared about what they think of you, you've only occupied maybe 20, 30 seconds of their time. In that situation specifically in the gym. But other than that, they go back to their own lives and that's that, right? When we care too much about what other people think of us, it's basically our ego being inflated. We think we're so important. We think we're the center of the world. We think now that we're being a little weird and a little crazy in the gym that, you know, the whole world's gonna look at us and everyone's gonna talk about you and everything. Not really, not really. People have their own lives, people have their own shit, they have their own things to worry about, they have their own problems to deal with, and most people are walking around too worried about what others think of them anyway, right? So when you realize that it really doesn't matter, everyone's too busy with their own thing anyway, everybody's projecting a different reality, everyone even perceives you differently, that's another thing. Some people look at you, they admire you, they're like, damn, like this guy is he's a boss. You know, he's just, he's a boss, like, and they might even like laugh in a good way, right? And they might even join you. Other people, they just perceive you as this crazy, inappropriate person. Again, everyone has a different perception on the situation depending on their own beliefs, depending on their own perceptions, depending on their own, what they think of the world, their belief system. Some people, they believe if you're acting a little crazy in public, then you're weird, you're inappropriate. That's their belief system. Other people think that you're being ballsy, you're being yourself, you're spreading good energy. Who's right? Nobody's right because you perceive the world as you want it to be. So, the next time you catch yourself, and this is going to require a lot of mindfulness, the next time you catch yourself in a situation like that, walking in the street maybe, and like you feel like you're self-conscious, and you feel like maybe, like is everyone looking at me and stuff, recognize that nobody's really watching because even if they're watching, you're only going to occupy their mind for a fleeting moment. And then life goes on for all of us, all right? And once you realize that and you really come to the understanding like, holy shit, nobody is really watching. And you realize I'm not as important as my ego thinks it is. Life becomes much more easy to deal with. You realize that, hey, like, just fucking enjoy the ride, enjoy yourself, do whatever the fuck you want. Because really, at the end of the day, you get to be with yourself 24 hours a day, every second of the day. And those people that look at you and maybe judge you in a certain way, they get to be with you for 10 seconds in their own head, maybe a minute, maybe 5 minutes if you're doing something absolutely crazy. You might occupy their mind or something for 5 minutes, and then life moves on. And just before I finish the video, you think of yourself, the last time you looked at a person and you judged a person. We all fucking do it, so probably very recently. You look at yourself, the last time you looked at someone and you judged them for a certain behavior, how long did you think about that person for? I guarantee you no more than 5 minutes at the most, if they did something really like crazy or out of the ordinary, out of the normal. And then that's it, you moved on with your life. Did you go home and like you're taking a shit and you thought about that person? Probably not. You have your own life to deal with, you have your own shit to deal with. Okay, it's absurd. This whole thing of us walking around, caring and worrying about what people think of us, it's a little absurd, man. That you know, when you realize it, it's pretty stupid. Okay, it's the same thing. Like an example. Let's say I put up a YouTube video, all right, and like a bunch of people come in and they shit talk me. Oh, you fucking stupid. You look like shit. You fucking don't know what you're saying. Again, same thing. These people will watch the video, let's say it's a 10-minute video, okay? And then they'll leave a comment, but you know what? They're gonna leave the computer and they're gonna go and maybe do some errands for their mom or their dad, and then they're gonna go maybe jerk off, right? And they're gonna go clean the house, and then they're gonna go get the grocery. I'm not the center of their world. Why should I give a fuck, right? I'm the center of my own world. We're all the center. You watching me, you're the center of your own world, okay? So worry about you. Don't worry about what others are thinking of you, because really they're not thinking of you all that much. Okay? And it's true. They're not thinking of you all that much. That's it. That's it. How are we going to do the outro for this channel? Okay. Check out saidmobile.com for inspiration, for empowerment. And go to the description. I got a free book. 5 powerful habits to dominate life in all areas. I have a fitness channel. We're going to be cross-promoting here. I'm going to be self-promoting myself, cross-promoting. I have a fitness channel in case you don't know about it. Just go to the description. You know, if you want to build muscle or something, go to the description. You'll find it. And as always, and this is a constant from every channel and everything that I do, don't forget to subscribe or you're going to sleep with the fishes.